going on, everyone? This is Ryan, and I'm here again with the Mad Matter. Mad Matter?
What a
Matt Man.
Matt. Yeah, it's okay. I go by both.
We're gonna, we're gonna do this like every single match.
It's okay, and I mean it's okay. It's okay to make it's okay to call me many aliases. I'm okay with that.
Good, because I'm gonna keep calling you Mad Matter because it's what I like. It makes me happy.
Call me what you want. Just call me often.
All right. Well, today we are still in week 1, and for this match we have Carlos versus Tommy. Carlos had a very, very good draft. He drafted this team could be in a VGC ladder, like Series 9. Like,
yeah.
I've seen this team for the most part. Carlos got Reggie Gigas, and the way he did this was very smart. He got Gigas, right? And then he used his wild card pick in round 9 to get Kanto Wheezing instead of trying to draft Galarian Weaving for neutralizing gas. So, yeah. And then Carlos had the number 1 pick in the draft. He was able to grab Rillaboom, which was going to go number 1 in its bracket anyway. And Rotom Wash and DD Female, which, again, he's got hella terrain control right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Tommy, on the other hand, Tommy was a 3rd pick. He got 3rd pick, and he had a good draft, too. He's going to be hitting pretty hard with that special attack. Carlos is hitting hella hard with his attack. His team's average stat for attack is 103. So
yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. That's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's an attack versus a special attack team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Tommy's going to have to do a lot to work around what we all think we're going to see.
I think we all know Reggie Gigas and Weezing will be coming to these matches. I don't see why he wouldn't, honestly. Like, Carlos does have 2 good max options, and he has Salamence, and honestly Rotom Wash is a great max option as well. But let's be real, Gigas is your maxer. But also, if I'm Tommy, my Spectre has Will-O-Wisp, or my Corsola has Will-O-Wisp. Tommy does have answers to the Gigas.
He does indeed. I'm seeing Salazzle as an option as well. So it's like, there are things he can do. Of course, I mean, naturally, I'm putting out that Spectre because Spectre gets access to Will-O-Wisp too, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting that Spectre out there to combat not only that Gigas, but still that Weezing.
True.
But we'll see. We might be surprised. He might come out the gate, do something completely different, completely out of the box, and may be able to work around this special attack.
I think terrain could end up being pretty important here. And if Tommy can get rid of that Rillaboom, honestly, Rillaboom to me is the most problematic Pokemon on Carlos's team for Tommy. Because if you look at it, outside of Salazzle and Toxtricity, nothing else is taken with Grassy Glides well.
Not really. Not really. Because we're talking about definitely physical defense at this point, and especially like Pokemon like Blissey sitting there with a whopping 10. It's not gonna hold up well.
Not at all.
Blissey doesn't stand up against domestic violence.
Tommy does have the ultimate physical wall in Galarian Corsola. You throw an EV light on that bad boy, and
of course,
there's not a lot you can do with it. And looking at Carlos's team, he does not have a good counter into that Corsola unless Gigas has a dark move on it.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Gigas maybe a knockoff from the Rillaboom, perhaps something crazy out of the light part. We'll see.
Rotom Wash does learn Dark Pulse, so I mean that.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Beware learns Darkest Lariat. So if he decides to bring that out, that could change the game.
I think this is going to be an interesting matchup. I see this going 3. What about you?
Ooh, I don't see it going to game 3. I do not. Okay. I see Carlos doing this in 2.
Okay.
If he goes, even if he doesn't go the typical route that we think he's going to go both games, I think he has enough options to kind of still still do a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Well, let's take a look and see where this is going. Let's see who they end up bringing with them. We're about to go to the startup screen. Let's go. All right. So, oh look, the Mad Hatter.
I'm crying.
All right, so Carlos has got Indeedee, Rhyperior, Tommy, Indeedee, Rhyperior, Toxtricity, Hatterene, Salazzle, and Spectre. That's interesting. I would have thought.
Because this is one you forgot to share your screen with me.
Oh well,
it's okay.
It'd be nice if
it's all right. You know.
There we go.
It's okay.
Let's see. Can you see now?
I can see it now. I'm here. I'm here. Now I missed the Mad Hatter reference because you was like, "Oh look, it's the Mad Hatter." I was like, "What?"
There he is, right there. Look, Hatterene, Mad Hatter.
Oh wow. I'm not gonna be presumptuous and assume that's for me because I don't know this person, but we'll see.
It's all for you. It is all.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's I'm just here.
All right.
Who's Eam's Pookie? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not looking. Okay, go ahead.
He's going pretty. That's an interesting start. So he's leading with Spectre. I missed who the second one was, but it looks like he's gonna have Rhyperior, Spectre, Hatterene, and Rhyperior, and Toxtricity.
Yeah. Which kind of makes sense. I'm not sure where his max is gonna come from, but we'll see. Whose perspective are we looking for?
We're looking from Tommy's perspective.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna see how that works. I can see it. There it is. Yeah, I can definitely see how Toxtricity will play an important part. But who is his maxer? I'm really curious to see who his maxer is.
I mean, you can get away with Toxtricity being your maxer. Oh.
That's different.
Really? Oh,
that's different indeed.
He's trying to all control delete that
yeah,
wheezing.
I mean getting rid of that wheezing is important.
I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like anything about this.
You know,
I don't think Carlos likes it. I mean, Tommy likes it because he's going back and forth.
He is. He's trying to figure it out. I mean, he does need to get rid of that wheezing, but that wheezing's gonna protect. We know that wheezing's gonna protect.
And then
hitting it through protect might do some damage to pick up on the second turn, but Regigigas is still gonna hit, and like if you survive, it's a huge gamble. Huge gamble. And
most likely that Toxtricity is about to get wiped off the field. Like I see he's trying to do the boom burst play, which is cute. But that's not even stab. Like
right, it's a normal type attack. You know, I honestly thought he was going to max the Toxtricity and try to either paralyze both opponents on the opposite side of the field, trying to give him that 30% chance on each Pokemon to kind of wiggle out some of that damage, but we'll see. We'll see what his plan is.
Yeah, there it is. And that Gigas is probably going to Earthquake Toxtricity, honestly. That's times 4.
Yeah, that does seem like the play.
Look at that.
He's going for a max darkness. Yeah, that special defense is entirely too high right now.
No stab. Like, you give up stab. Like, yeah, you're dropping it, but... Yeah, there it is. He just got his special defense right back, and he took out your Pokemon. I don't like this opening move at all. I'm surprised Tommy made this move.
I'm also shocked. And then on top of that, he doesn't really have any safe switch-ins.
Not at all. This is looking pretty. This is not looking good because I hope he doesn't think that Hatterene's about to get a Trick Room off.
Of course not. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be the slowest thing out there. But a good old Sludge Bomb from that Weezing will do it.
That Weezing is about to spit on that Hatterene.
Yeah. I did not expect Spectrier to be the maxer, but I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Regigigas did move before it.
All he had to do was burn it.
Yeah.
That was his play.
And it doesn't look like he even had Will-O-Wisp on.
He had it.
That. Oh, did it?
Yeah. That's why it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't... And he's not going to knock out the Weezing now, I don't think. Oh, wow, he did do it.
He did knock out the Weezing.
Wow, that thing. Oh, it was a crit. Okay, I was going to say. that he
I was
would.
gonna say that definitely mattered. It wouldn't have died through that protect, but still, like it. Yeah, this is
Okay.
the play he needs. This is the
Yep.
play he needs.
But there's a good chance Pookie about to go night night. We all seen how that movie ends. Okay, Max.
Yeah,
Hattery may
still,
take it.
still,
It takes it.
it'll survive. Yeah, it's not stabbed, so it will survive.
I mean, that's the
But if
Hattery
that
was.
trick room comes off, that kind of leaves Spectre at a huge
It
disadvantage.
does. But it doesn't look like that's what happened. I would imagine that Rillaboom is about to come out right now.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's the offensive power he's going to need to make up for that Weezing being gone. Because it doesn't look like, even though Regigigas' attack power is at half, it's still a threat.
Yeah. Rotom.
And you're not getting rid of it. We got a Rotom out on the field.
Rotom can be dangerous, but if he could handle it, now I don't think he's one-shotting it.
I also don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think he's getting this Trick Room off either, honestly.
No, yeah, I highly doubt. I highly doubt it.
And we all know we know that Rillaboom is in the back.
And Trick Room wouldn't. I mean, it really wouldn't do much for him.
Because,
to be honest,
and look, he protected.
Protected the Rotom. Did he target it to the Rotom?
Yeah, I believe he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's dropping defense, which is great. But the problem is, once that Rillaboom comes out, Rhyperior is done. That's ×4 Grassy Glide. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, not a thing.
And he's dropping the speed of the Spectre, which is also smart.
Yeah, because now you don't have the Trick Room advantage, and now even with Regigigas at half, it's still doing major amounts of damage.
I did not know. I've never seen a swords dancing Rhyperior before. That is that's quite interesting.
That is interesting. I mean, yeah. Spectre's match has expired along with Regigigas, so now we're on a little bit more even playing field. But Regigigas does have access to a steel type move that can smack around Spectre a little bit. But now the Will-O-Wisp is here, so maybe he'll play it.
I don't think that's necessary. It's at half attack right now. If I'm him, I'm probably snarling to debuff that Rotom and trying to knock out.
Yeah, because there's no point in. I mean, you could just let it sit there. I guess.
I would.
I don't know. I don't know if he. I don't know if he wants to risk that slow start actually starting.
I mean, but at this point, Rotom is Rhyperior is your win con, right? And we know Rotom is going. Oh, and look, and it's Lumberry.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think it matters. I would literally let it sit there.
Okay. Oh, he doubled it, so he's letting her. He definitely has Rhyperior in the back. He's not even worried about the Rhyperior. He has Rillaboom in the back.
Yeah, I mean, in the Rotom Watch,
Rotom may be about to die. Maybe. Oh no, that's not.
No, not at all. No, that did a lot of damage on Regigigas though.
Yeah, and he's got the barrier.
But that Regigigas, even with half attack power, is still vital enough. It's still vital enough.
I'm surprised they got that knockout burn and half attack power. Yeah, that's kind of nasty. Oh,
well, the burn never got off with the Lumberry, so it was really
that's right.
It was really smart.
That's right. Oh,
and that's it. Yeah. I knew that Regigigas was either gonna stay on the field or end up getting the necessary support that he needed, and Rotom Watch was perfect for that.
Yep. I think Tommy misplayed too early. He needed to burn that Gigas early.
Oh, definitely. Because even if you didn't, even if that Lumberry kicked in early, you could definitely just burn it again because it wasn't taking you out.
Exactly. All right, so Tommy should be using the same team. Seeing these other teams are kind of interesting.
It is kind of interesting. It's always interesting to peek into the minds of another trainer. Be like, what are you thinking? What's this idea? And of course, we steal it and make it our own.
Exactly. Look at that choice scarf Ditto. I hate people who run Ditto. I'm not gonna lie. I hate Ditto.
I'm crying. I mean, there's nothing more shocking than you opening up against somebody playing a Ditto and somebody copying your setup. That's so disrespectful.
It's especially in a restricted format when you're running 2 and then they get 3 because they just copy a restricted.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so fair. It's the wonderful loophole. It's that great that realm where
Yep.
Zygarde and Ditto live.
Yep.
Like it's
And
I like it. I like it.
it's annoying because like, so do you know how the mechanic works with Zacian?
With the what do you mean?
So if a Ditto comes in and transforms into state Zacian, Zacian already has the boost, right? So
Yeah.
Ditto copies that boost. But
Right.
what happens is then it activates whatever the sword move is, which gives it the boost. So a Ditto Zacian is actually +2.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It already copies the boost by by the imposter effect,
Yep.
and then it activates its own effect again. That is kind of annoying.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Dittos are great.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why we need to run neutralizing gas. Just stop.
that is why you need neutralizing gas. And you know, it's a shame that the person that has neutralizing gas isn't going against somebody with a Ditto. That would have been great.
That'd be interesting to see, actually.
It would be. I would love to see perfect counters like that.
Oh,
he's okay. Okay. This is an interesting choice. For me, this team. Tommy's team has a very, very specific lack of defense. These are very, very, very fragile glass cannons. Like, so each move you have to make it count, or you're out of there.
Exactly. It is like it can't take any physical damage except Rotom. Rotom is the only Pokemon there that can take physical damage.
Yeah.
But the way this is looking, because I don't think that Trick Room is getting put up. I know that much.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it can survive long enough to do it, especially if he decides to. And there we go, game 2. If it's not broke, don't fix it. He's going for a double psychic. I mean, this makes a little bit more sense than the last lead. I don't know if he's gonna max this turn. I mean, I wouldn't.
I would max Hatterene. If that's max Hatterene, I would max it.
Okay, we see him going for the he has Trick Room on both of them. We see him going for the Trick Room. This is going to be interesting.
That's an interesting build right there. That's a support build. But the question is, who is Carlos going into? Because who does he deem the bigger threat? Carlos is thinking.
He is thinking.
Carlos, come on, you know what to do. Protect the Weezing and max strike.
Maybe he's trying to fake out his opponents a little bit.
Make it a little spicy.
Right. You don't want to make it too obvious that you're going to do the same thing you did last game. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Didi with the ally switch. Oh, he didn't protect. Oh, he went for the Indeedee.
I think that's the smart play. Because it's not stab, it's not going to die. But still,
but
not die.
That special defense drop is going to hurt.
It is going to hurt. Ooh. We got a taunt. A taunt.
Okay.
That's interesting. The Trick Room is set up. I don't know if that helps Indeedee or not. I mean,
it helps.
I would definitely switch out the Indeedee because it's going to definitely be the first thing hit.
I think I'm still maxing Hatterene at this point. Even I'm going to go ahead and, if it's G-Max. If it's not a G-Max, then no, I'm not.
You're still, like, with Hatterene at almost a third of its health, you're still going for it?
Well, see, the smart thing to do here would have been for Hatterene to attack Weezing and let Indeedee attack Gigas because of the speed tiers. Now you've let him get 2 attacks off, which means he's going to get 2 knockouts now.
Yeah, exactly. It is in favor of the Gigas. Yeah. I mean, I mean, granted, it is hard to play around, and if you realize it too late, it's just too late. Yeah, it looks like he was going to double into the Hatterene for whatever reason. Or raising that defense.
Actually, he may be playing smart. By raising that defense, if that Rhyperior comes out, it can survive.
That expanding force doing some very important damage.
Important, but not great.
Not great, but it is important.
What
especially with this Rhyperior coming out into a trick room.
So what? If you're Rhyperior, you could run Earthquake, but you're not getting a knockout on that Gigas at this range, probably.
Probably not. You can't do ally switch. You can't helping hand. You can't trick room. You're really stuck.
So what I'm doing, I'm
really
knocking out Gigas, and I need to keep Weezing alive at this point because I need for Rillaboom not to get access to grassy terrain. If he has it.
Right. This does make sense. It looks like he's going for the Rhyperior max, which makes sense. It's the only thing that's going to survive anything on the other side of the field. But probably not that. Definitely not. Probably not. Definitely not. That Rillaboom when it comes out. That's Grassy Glide to victory.
That's a misplay. He went for the Weezing. Now maybe the Weezing will protect, but then Gigas isn't getting knocked out at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Every time I face this, I always kind of bully the Weezing every opportunity that I can. Work around his protects, get that slow start to work on Gigas, remove all of its support, and then really dig into Gigas for the win. But it looks like he's kind of scrambling a little bit.
It does.
I mean, he's making the plays now. I definitely would have opened with Rhyperior.
Yeah.
I definitely would have opened with Rhyperior.
That probably would have been and he could have maxed it, and there wouldn't have been much of anything that Gigas could have really done.
Right.
At that point.
Granted, that Steel Spike is coming and it is dangerous, but it's not stab, so you're gonna survive at least long enough to get rid of that Weezing, and you can definitely start still digging into that Regigigas.
He went after the Indeedee now, and that's smart because with slow start active, Indeedee, Indeedee's faster now.
Yeah.
Yep. And now you're in a trick room, and you have the fastest Pokemon.
Yeah, this is going to be an issue. This is going to be an issue.
I'm protecting.
But
he needs to keep Spectre alive, and he needs to double into, and he needs to hit that Rotom as hard as possible.
I agree. I wouldn't even worry about the Regigigas at this point. Just definitely dig into that Rotom because it is so important to you surviving.
Let's see. He's going for the Snarl, which, I mean, it's a good play, kind of, but I would probably Shadow Ball. It doesn't have Protect, so I'm going to Shadow Ball that Rotom, and then I'm going to Max Rockfall it. I'm not Max Quaking. Wait, he forgot about Levitate.
Oh, no.
Yep.
That has to hurt.
Yeah.
That has to hurt, because that Darkest Lariat is going to do some important damage.
That's some big damage. Alright, well, the Rotom doubled in. He is ignoring that. He's ignoring Rhyperior.
Yeah. I mean, I would too. Honestly, I would, because I don't think. I think that Rhyperior might have a weakness policy on, and it's not popped.
Yeah.
So please don't do it again. Please, okay. I was like, please don't do it again.
Yeah, because the thing is, the Max Rockfall would have gave him the same boost he was looking for from the Max Quake, because since Rhyperior is a rock Pokemon, he does get that buff in special defense when Sand is up.
Yeah. I think this is one of those moments where you realize what you should have done a turn after.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of hard to figure it out after that. Yeah, without that weakness policy popped, and you're going into that Rotom, which can take physical damage, it's not going to get you it's not going to get you far.
Not at all. And Carlos is definitely playing smart, making sure not to pop that weakness policy yet.
Yeah, absolutely, because that can turn the game around. He comes out of a max, uses an Earthquake on that Regigigas, and then it's just Rotom and whatever you have in the back. But I'm gonna assume it is Rillaboom in the back.
I don't know. I feel like Swords Dance is is not the best move on this set, especially since you have a weakness policy.
I mean, I don't know. It might be conditional. Maybe he wanted to set up Rhyperior as a sweeper, but then again, I still don't see why he didn't just lead with him. But because that could have worked.
Yeah, this Rhyperior looks like a 6-team Rhyperior. This doesn't look like it's made for 4v4, honestly.
Yeah. Because I'm seeing Swords Dance. I'm assuming it has a weakness policy on it. That Regigigas just used the Steel type move. That could have popped it.
Yeah, but the problem is he's throwing Hydro Pumps too. And even with Max Quake and Sand, he may survive. He's not surviving the Iron Head though. And
not now.
And even if he does, we all know what's in the back.
Right. That is true.
Yeah, he survived it.
Wow.
Let's see if he can take both.
I guess that is important.
He misses the knockout on both of them.
Barely misses it. Misses it.
I'm interested in how this Rhyperior is built, what the spread is on it.
I am also interested. Because we know the base stats, but we haven't seen the investments. So maybe that would be worth taking a look at. It looks like it's very much invested
in
defense. Yeah.
At this point, Tommy is just like staving off the inevitable.
Yeah. You know, trying to go out with a little pride. There's nothing wrong with that. But at this point is where it's my favorite thing to say. The home button is undefeated.
Every time.
It's time to get on the bus. It's all right. It's time to go.
Yeah, that Regigigas just seems to be a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's hard to play around when you don't have anything super effective against it. So you basically, if you want to take it out, you're basically just chipping at it the entire time.
Yep. All right.
But yeah, the key to that is definitely going after that Weezing in between its protects, getting it off the field, activating slow start, chip down at it. If you can take out a support, do so. But if you can't, if you're worried about Regigigas that much, you can just either burn it or try to do the best you can.
I probably would have burned it, honestly. I think burning it would have been the best bet. To me, anyway. I mean, even if it lumberries up and gets rid of the burn it the next turn. Yep. Like just keep going after it, giving it a disadvantage as much as you can. Yep. I 100% agree. We do have another battle we can do. I don't know where Rico is for the Rhys battle, but if you want, we can just go ahead and go into Rhys.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, let's get Rhys up and running. Let's see what we got here. Rhys is from the UK. Rhys actually represented Jamaica for Jamaica's Worlds team.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of got ran off. So,
I mean, it's still cool.
It's still cool. It just, and it was funny because I was watching those matches and it was a little, some mistakes were made. That's what ended up happening. All right, so this is Tommy. This is Tommy. It's going to be Tommy and Rhys. So we saw Tommy. This will be the second time we've seen Tommy. Let's go ahead and get Rhys' stats up, and I will get Rhys' stats up to you. And so
yes, please. I need to. You could forward that to me, and I can do my little magic thing.
Of course. All right. Rhys had a very, very interesting. What do you call it? Draft.
Draft.
Yeah. Very interesting draft, honestly. All right. Let's get rid of Carlos' team here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go Rhys. Here you go. Yeah, let's see Rhys' team, and let me get this over to my colleague Matthew.
Oh, not the government name.
Yeah,
Don't lie.
the whole government.
That's when you get called by the government when you do something wrong. Like, we need to talk.
All right, you should be able to see Rhys' stats now. We do have the match right now. All right. So looking at Rhys' team, he has the mythical Victini. Now, Victini is a fun Pokemon. It has that V-Star ability that gives a 10% boost to accuracy. So if you're someone who likes to use Sleep Powder and things like that, Victini is usually your best friend. Run it next to a Groudon. That's what I would say.
Not running next to you are a toxic individual indeed.
I am. I may or may not run Final Bandit next to a Choice Scarf Groudon, but
Jesus Christ.
What I want to see come out, if I could pick one Pokemon on Rhys' team, I want to see the Zoroark. Zoroark is a fun Pokemon. I would love to see him come out.
You know, I don't know. It would be nice. It would be nice to see Zoroark get some shine, get to play around a bit. There's a lot of protection on this team.
It is.
There's a lot of. We got Kanto Ninetales who's setting up Sun possibly for Victini. We got Marowak Alolan, which is also can benefit from that Sun. And we've all seen what Riolus can do. Riolus can do something great with Dragonites.
You know, a little coaching shenanigans never hurt.
Absolutely, we have redirection with the Mungus. We have definitely mimicry going on with Zoroark, and then we have a Mimikyu with this infamous disguise. So it's like it's a lot of tricks on this team that whether you knock them out or not, the job is going to get done.
Absolutely. Looking at this. And go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted him.
No, it's okay. I was saying, and even though the stats, like the stats aren't as high as some other teams, I think the utility is going to make the difference in this.
Absolutely. I don't think the stats matter as much as even the competitors think. Like, a lot of people look at their teams and they're like, "Oh, look how high his is," and like that doesn't really matter, honestly. Like,
yeah. The stats can be played around with.
Exactly. And a lot of stats don't take into consideration abilities. Abilities play a very large part in this game. Amoonguss is going to annoy this whole team. Amoonguss will be annoying for however many matches they go. Amoonguss is always an annoying Pokemon. Dragonite is Dragonite. You know what you're going to get from it. I do think Kanto Ninetales, while I do like it, well, it runs nice next to Victini though. Actually, if you think about
it. Yeah, definitely setting up that Sun
with a V-Star.
It benefits at least two. Yeah, benefits too.
Yep. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this match. We already saw Tommy, so let's see what Rhys can do with him. Yeah, let's do that.
Probably something toxic.
Go. All right, so Tommy has Tommy has a terrain extender on that Indeedee. I don't remember if that's what it was last time, but let's see.
I also don't remember if that's what it was.
All right, it looks like he's got a pretty set team. It looks like that he likes to use.
Yeah, he's not giving up. He is not giving up.
And I mean, that Spectre will do well against Rhys' team, but Rhys says this Zoroark should actually be able to handle Spectre.
Definitely. Without a lot of resistance, it should be able to. Especially if Zoroark is coming out pretending to be something else.
Exactly. Now, Victini and Mimikyu. Everything out is under Speed Spectre, so you may want to look for a Trick Room in this match. Mimikyu is a good Trick Room setter. You can't knock it out on the first time you hit it unless you have a Mode Breaker, which there's no Mode Breaker here.
True.
Let's see. All right. Okay, there we go. Victini and Mimikyu. That's probably how I would have led. And wow.
Got this together. All right.
This is gonna hurt either way, because even if the Trick Room goes off, that Toxtricity is gonna underspeed everything else, and it will start hitting pretty hard.
Yeah. And I think he's definitely gonna want to load into that Victini.
Let's see what he does.
But with a Boom Burst, no effect on that Mimikyu. I don't think that's the right move. I think he realizes that's not the right move.
I think that's what he's getting.
If you don't pop that disguise, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, Spectre is going for knockouts off that.
I don't blame him.
Not at all. And we know how these ponies go. Once these ponies start rolling them knockouts, it's night.
Yeah. And again, with Tommy missing a lot of bulk, he has to be offensive. Expanding force. Oh my gosh.
That is a fast Victini.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Victinis can be pretty up there. Oh, managed to get the knockdown on it anyway.
All control deleted out of here. That's oof. That looked like it hurt. That poor Victini.
Yeah. Victini thick. He's not thick.
I mean, base 100 and everything. It can be. Oh, Mimikyu is going on the offensive. No trick room, no setup.
That is interesting. Going for an overdrive, gonna solidify.
Oh,
yeah.
Ah, Zoroark. Okay,
that makes sense. No wonder it was going on the offensive.
He should have maxed. I would have maxed it.
I also would have maxed it. It would be interesting to see a max Zoroark lose its illusion.
There's the real one.
Yeah. We're gonna see. Rhys is one Pokemon down, so let's see if he can turn this around. He hasn't maxed yet. I'm assuming his max is in the back. He's just gonna do whatever he can with the Pokemon out on the field. He could catch a couple of knockouts here.
He could, but he doesn't have the speed advantage still. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Mimikyu could get a Shadow Sneak off, but at this range, she's not getting that knockout, I don't think. Unless it's Choice Bandit, maybe.
That is a good point.
I don't know why he's going with Max Darkness. I mean, I get it because you get the special defense drop, but Zoroark is so low at this point. Yeah. Go for the Max Phantasm is your best bet. Oh, but it looks like he's going to stick with that. These are some wild moves he's making.
If Tommy hasn't taught us anything else about him, he's telling us that he's going to be unorthodox.
Exactly.
Anticipating switches, or I have no idea. But he's still. We have a maxed Mimikyu out on the field.
I love it. No sword stance, just raw.
Mimikyu is the star.
Alright, here we go.
But is the sky still up?
Oh, he's still got that knockout.
Oh, he went for the Zoroark. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
eliminate, get that boost, start doing some things. If it can, will it survive whatever Mimikyu is going to do? A Max Phantasm on a Ghost type.
Not at all. Oh my god!
Survives by the skin of its teeth.
I would be angry. That has to be a low roll. And Life Orb. That is a bulky Spectrier.
It has to be. It has to be. That disguise is finally broken.
Yep.
So we can finally see some work being done on that Mimikyu.
This poor weak neck.
Right?
Primarina, this is not the place for you, baby girl.
This is interesting.
What's funny is Toxtricity counters Primarina in every way possible. They are both dual types, and Toxtricity counters both Primarina's dual types with it.
Yeah. This is gonna be a photo finish.
Yeah. I think finish is right.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Managed to knock out on the Mimikyu, and we all pretty much know what's gonna happen to poor Primarina.
We know. Oh, poor Overdrive. This Overdrive is gonna hurt that pretty girl.
Well, who knows? It might have this crazy HP investment and just survive like the skin of his teeth, like the Spectre did. Because I was really surprised.
I was too, honestly. But it's a +1. Yeah, no.
It's out of there.
Yeah.
Well, quick work. He did make quick work of Rhys.
Game 1 goes to Tommy.
I am surprised. Surprised indeed.
Let's see how they're gonna run this back. I'm wondering how Rhys is gonna respond, because Rhys does not take losses any better than I do. So,
yeah, I mean, I would definitely. He definitely lost that match to Speed Control.
He did.
So I would definitely kind of reroute that. Either go out there with redirection, or try to go for like stat drops.
Trick Room, does he have Oh, he has Amoonguss for redirection. I don't know why he didn't bring Amoonguss.
Yeah, that's really what he. I mean, that could have slowed a lot of things down. He could have out. He might have been able to outlive that max
Mm-hmm.
Spectrier. But we see Tommy is saying it's not broke. Also, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna fix.
Tommy has his 4, who he's bringing.
He is very. This gives. I've practiced with this. I know what this does. I'm not gonna deviate because I know what I can do in any moment. And if I can't, I can't. You know, that's the beautiful thing about playing Pokemon. You either have it or you don't in the moment.
Let's see.
Let's see what Rhys decides to bring out now.
All right, here we go. All right, okay, Mimikyu and Primarina. I like that. I like that adjustment.
Okay. All right.
I don't like that adjustment anymore.
Looks like Tommy says it's not broke. I'm not fixing
Not
it.
at all.
This overdrive, he's definitely going for the max Spectre. He's gonna knock into that Mimikyu. We don't know if that is actually Mimikyu.
That is true.
We don't. We've seen what might happen. I believe it's a brilliant idea to go for this spread move right now. Even if it is Mimikyu, break to the skies. If it's not Mimikyu, do some massive damage. You're probably going to take out Primarina unless he decides to switch. Looks like he's changing his mind.
Let's see.
He's like, oh no, I don't want to do this. See, this is what gives these anticipating switches.
Yep. Well, this is what happens when Zoroark comes into play, because then you're like, I don't want to waste a move on this, and if I hit Zoroark with a ghost move, it's not going to do any damage, and he can hit me hard.
Yeah.
All right. So well, he's maxing that Spectre again.
He does have to play it smart. And I think at this point, with Spectre surviving an onslaught from a Life Orb Mimikyu, he's like, you know what? It's balls to the wall. Like, I'm just gonna do it. And hope that Toxtricity can provide that level of support.
Ooh, here it comes. Now, if this is Max Guard Primarina, then he's Trick Rooming with Mimikyu. Here we go.
Oh, makes sense. We got a Primarina out here. Big girl. Doing big things.
All right. Look at her doing tricks.
Yes, alien superstar out here. Shout out to Beyonce.
No Max Guard. Okay.
Max Guard indeed. He's going for the Phantasm. Of course, it's going to knock out the skies, saving Mimikyu. Mm-hmm. We don't know if this overdrive is going to take it out or not.
That's going to be tough.
We might see.
The fact that he did not protect with Primarina. Oh, that's not getting the knockout. Look at why I would have knocked. Yeah, no.
Oh, very close.
I would have hit that Toxtricity. I'm not gonna lie.
I definitely would have. That's your threat. That is your threat. Because that overdrive is gonna. Oh, well. No.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Shut up.
There we go. It's Zoroark again. That's what we like to see.
Very nice. I was like, oh, well, why did that do the room? There we go. That's the trick room.
All right. Now, let's see what happens now. If Zoroark is outspeeding, so now what's going to happen, though, is Toxtricity is going to get a nice hit off.
Yeah. We're going to, yeah, that Toxtricity, yeah.
I think I'm still going for Overdrive. I think Overdrive still does more damage. You get stab off of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Shadow Sneak, very nice.
Yeah, you have to do that. Overdrive. Okay, he doesn't get a knockout.
That is a nice chunk of damage. Looks like they're going into the Toxtricity. Yeah. I love so frail when it comes to.
He had the special defense drop as well.
Yeah.
For his Max Darkness.
Oh, that is correct. That is correct. And now that, with that Max Darkness being out there, Hatterene does not want to be outside right now.
I mean, it will win. It's going to be the fastest thing out there in their Trick Room. So, it's about to hit. And it's spread damage. And that Mimikyu is on its last leg right now.
Yeah, that is a good point.
He pulled the Rhyperior. I don't think I would have made that choice.
Oh, he's getting rid of... Oh! Okay.
Huh.
Is he trying to outlast the Trick Room? Like, what's the idea here?
Right. This is is the best. You know, this is a 4v4. These don't typically last a whole trick room. Typically, now it could happen.
He's withdrawing his max. I don't. I would have played through it. I would have done as much as I can. Would have done with that. But I don't know. Maybe a max darkness onto Rhyperior just simply won't do enough.
Well, he could be anticipating the. Oh, that's why. That was smart. He could be anticipating a double knockout. Yeah. That's what he's probably doing. Because. Oh, yep. There it is. So now he's under Trick Room with a Rhyperior and a Hatterene.
I gotta give it to Tommy. He's making some unorthodox plays that don't make sense to anybody else in the moment. Then when it plays out, be like, "Oh, genius! Good job."
Life Orb Hatterene. Okay. Who does he? Okay, so he did bring Primarina, which we knew.
Yeah.
And who is Tremaine? Amoonguss.
Gus. Now this is going to be a little bit of an issue. This is going to be a little bit of an issue. The only thing going for Tommy right now is this Trick Room and this speed control. So we're going to see. We're going to see how that works because Amoonguss is also slow.
But
it really doesn't have to do Rage Powder right now.
It shouldn't, but I hope it doesn't spore Hatterene because that Magic Bounce is going to do something.
Yeah, we've seen that coming. Definitely going for that Amoonguss. Probably trying to. It's the knockout.
Yep.
Tremaine is not Tremaining like he wanted to.
Oh, and it doesn't even have a double spread attack. I think this is it for our girl Primarina.
Oh, Sparkling Aria would be important here.
Poor Primarina. All right, she deserves so much better than the situation she was put in these matches.
It's almost like it's a singles Primarina almost.
Yeah.
But who knows? A lot of people have different sets they run.
Well, I'm surprised it's not Hyper Voice.
I too am surprised it's not Hyper Voice. Because it's rock.
Yep. Single target. That's it.
Yep.
And we got another 2-0. Tommy this time.
I'm very, very shocked at the level of Tommy's plays because that was just great. You left your no answers. That's great. It made no sense in the moment. And I was like, child, what are you doing? And then, well, that's what you're doing. All right. GG's.
Hey, who am I to question, these competitors? These people are here for a reason. They're good battlers. We all know that. Tommy, Rhys, Carlos, these are all people who are well known in the regions that they're representing. So we should expect these kind of moves and matches. Now, I see a match that goes 3. I want to see a match that goes 3. And I expect to see that more as time goes. Like right now, Ujima's facing Jabali. I know right now we have Ronald and Justin battling. I know Ronald battled Aaron, I believe. So it's kind of interesting.
I think I talked to Ronald the other day. I think I talked to him. I did talk to him the other day. And I think he's going up against CJ too, which is a match I would love to see.
That's going to be an interesting match because CJ, we all know how CJ plays.
I mean, it's so funny that I'm kind of upset that CJ doesn't have to face that Regigigas and Weezing combo, the very combo that made him so very famous.
Oh, we will see that. That will happen, and I'm sure we'll have a little flashback to that moment.
It would be so if that were to happen. I really need that to happen in this series. That's the perfect send off for Sword and Shield.
It really
perfect.
It really is because that was, with no question, Ujima's biggest moment.
Yeah, of course. It was the greatest. It was like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm not in danger. Oh, I'm in danger. Oh, it's bad. It's just when you realize you've lost everything.
Wait, am I dumb?
Right? Like, what am I missing? What's going on? What I was like, you ain't hurt.
Right.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I definitely want to see a repeat of that. But congratulations to Tommy. I'm not gonna lie. I doubted homeboy fighting Carlos. And I was like, "What, sir? What are you doing?" And now he's stuck with his team. He made the necessary mental adjustments, and he came in here and took out Rhys. And Rhys is not no slacker.
Not at all.
Not a slacker at all. You have to do something to outplay that man, and you did something.
Yep. And Gigas, in his defense, Gigas is hard to deal with. We've seen everyone has gotten caught by Gigas. Everyone.
Of course, of
It's
course.
very hard to deal with. We do have another battle that we will probably go over next time. We have Carlos versus Trevon, actually.
Okay.
And so I'm interested in seeing how that goes. Because Trayvon's team is very unorthodox.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see if he's made some changes to his four.
I
Because
agree.
I can look at his team and see four that I would pick, but the four that I picked did not show up. And
At
that's
all.
what I'm like, okay, he has a plan here. I want to figure out what it is. I want to really know what his plan was.
Yep. Well, I think those are the only battles we're gonna do tonight. We will try and do at least two of these. I'd say getting two of these up at night or every other day will probably work really well. We'll get these out for you guys to see. Let us know what you think, what you like. If you're liking what the battlers are doing, tell us what you think.
Yeah, we like feedback.
We do like it. Unless it's negative feedback, then we may have to fight.
Oh, well, done. Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks again for sticking with us and watching these battles. We will be back again later. Later, y'all.
Bye.